I have this absurd fascination with fog. No other weather element evokes a wider range of emotions. The uncertainty it conveys due to the limited field of view, objects fading away in the distance. For a brief moment, especially when you're not used to it, it feels as if there is a distortion in reality. The sun still rises and sets naturally, like it always has, but now behind a thick curtain of water droplets suspended in the air. If you didn't have prior knowledge, you would doubt its existence entirely. Mystery, melancholy, a little nervousness mixed in with a bit of nostalgia, that's what the fog conveys, and all these emotions are multiplied tenfold when they come into contact with isolation. Loneliness appears in many forms. Some romanticize it, the idea of being alone on a mountaintop, a small little cabin made out of wood. Only the sound of wind keeps you company. It sounds appealing, perhaps it is for a little while, until conversations with the wind get old. The small cabin starts to feel a little too large and empty. Suddenly you are staring outside the window and you're hoping for a friend, a companion, or even a stranger to emerge out of the never-ending fog, even if it's only for a little while, just so that you can empty your heart out a bit. Release the burden of feelings you carry, gathered from all the silence you surround yourself with. After all, the campfire can only provide you with physical warmth. Friendship that leads to genuine communication and the expression of emotions is necessary. It is a blanket of comfort against a cold, cruel world where the winter never seems to end. Snow. It furthers the flame of feelings felt by the fog and the frequent solitude. Now you're looking at a complete landscape, a remote, faraway world with limited socializing. Snow hinders movement, makes you reluctant to go outside. After all, what's the point of getting frozen here? Nobody would even know. Once again, my inner poet has awakened. I have immense respect for truck drivers and delivery workers, so many of them assigned to snow-covered mountaintops, distant and isolated from the social world. Using electric power lines as a navigation guide, trying not to miscalculate the fog and hoping to reach the destination safely, cargo and personal health both intact. It makes me curious about the driver's internal monologue. What kind of thoughts keep them company? What kind of self-affirmations keep them going? The radio plays static until it connects to a nearby cell tower. A little music to keep you sane between the long distances. Maintain the energy, keep an eye on the fuel. Because there are still miles to go before one can afford the luxury of sleep. So easy to lose track of time, huh? The days blend into the nights until the morning reclaims its presence. You can tell that those who live here are lonely too, but perhaps they will never consciously admit it. One guy kept telling me random business ideas. Another confessed his love for some other shopkeeper. Some dude told me he was talking to birds. Those at the gas station were particularly frustrated, possibly due to the long working hours. And one of them invited me to his home, greeted me with some coffee, and gave me advice on how to brave the roads upon which I travel. And my travels, well, they gave me space for reflection. You see, not much has changed externally in this world since I started doing these deliveries, but on a personal front, I have grown attached. These snow-covered roads, which initially appeared as mere strangers, now feel so familiar that I don't even have to look at the map. The people that inhabit this world once felt colder than the never-ending winter, but now I find comfort in their company. Even though we still don't talk much, I look forward to meeting them again. And throughout my many adventures, one thing has become apparent, as if it escaped the fog forever. That is the need for connection and expression. I want to gather around the fire with a friend and have a nice conversation. The journey has taught me how fragile life can be, so what's the point of living inside manufactured boxes? I write all this to help out the cause. As long as our words are out there, none of us can truly feel alone. And that, despite everything, that remains a comforting feeling. I hope you have an easy journey ahead, my friend.